Hello, 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 hello. This is Angela with Recrea. All right, I am on. Hello, this is Angela with Recrea Health and Wellness. Hello, everybody. It's good to see you. This is Angela with Recrea Health and Wellness. I know where I am today. I am here to give you guys a happy Thanksgiving, and it is good to see you. So, welcome everyone. I'm sorry I wasn't here yesterday. We had a very crazy day. Mondays have been turning out to be a very crazy days lately, but we are here to educate, teach, and just say hello and just make sure that you guys are getting all the education and teaching to make sure that you are safe on the GLPs. So anything and everything that you want to talk about, we are here for you, mainly regarding anything weight loss, GLPs, hormones. I am a nurse practitioner. I've actually been prescribing these medications for 4 years. I've actually been on them for 4 years. So we are here just to make sure that you're staying safe. You can purchase them from us, but that's not the main reason why we're here today. Really, honestly, we are here just to make sure that you are getting all the information, the proper information, and that is the main reason. This is my backup page. My main page is Recrea Health, as you can see on the screen. I am not giving any medical advice. I am just giving you my personal experience, and that is from my patients. That is from myself mainly because I've been doing these. That's my picture in the background there. So I am going to be on here. I have actually about almost 2 hours that I can be on here. So it's about an hour and 45 minutes that I can actually be on here. So hopefully we can get some good numbers on here this morning and into the early afternoon. So late morning actually. So if you guys could please share this, that would be fantastic. I do have my main account, which I do have a lot of different products available that I do promote, but anything, we're just getting a lot of people on here right now. So, hey, Brian, good to see you. So Brian, thank you for getting on over there on that. Brian, do you have TikTok? Because I would actually love for you to get over there on TikTok if you do, Brian. Recrea Wellness is the page that I'm on right now, Brian. So I don't know if you can get over there, but Brian said that this has changed his life. And Brian, I don't know if you can share. I don't know if you know how to share on uh, where you're at, but if you could share or if you could get over on TikTok, that would be fantastic too, Brian. But on my Recrea Wellness page. But thank you everybody for coming on today. So does anybody have any questions? Basically what this is a very safe forum. You can ask any questions that you like. And I would love for you guys to start asking questions. I see that we're getting a lot of people coming on. So anybody at all that you guys are getting on here. So what basically, since nobody's asking any questions, what we're going to do is I'll start out with my free consultation. So what we do is when you call and get the free consultation, I go over, basically it's my pinned videos on my Recrea Health page. So I do have some, I don't have a tissue in here. That's okay. So I go over my program. And what I do is how to keep you guys safe. So these meds work 3 ways. First, it is going to tell your brain that you're not hungry and you're not craving. So what you need to do is you need to learn to listen to your brain. Okay. And what that means is your brain is telling you, hey, you're not hungry, you're not craving. So you need to, the whole first month, listen to it. Listen to your brain telling you that. The second way that it works is it slows down your digestion, so you can't eat as much. So what you want to do is just really not eat as much, okay? So you don't want to eat to full. So with Thanksgiving coming, this is going to be a big, big challenge. And what you want to do is with Thanksgiving, I'm telling people talk a lot. Because when you talk a lot, you're going to eat a lot slower. So if you're eating a lot slower, you're not pushing that in a lot faster. So you're going to give your brain and your stomach time to really communicate with each other, because that's a big problem. A lot of times when we eat, we just really kind of just really go fast, and you have to go slow because your brain and your stomach, there's like this disconnect between the two of them a lot of times. And I think what we need to do is you give them time to communicate. And that's where that talking a lot comes in. Hello from Dallas. Good to see you, Leslie. And if we give our brains and our stomach that time to communicate, we're not going to get to that point of, oh my goodness, I'm so full. So that is really what we need to do and what we need to learn to do. So talking a lot, which I know I really probably have a hard time doing that, right? I know it's shocker, right? So if we talk a lot, it's going to give our stomachs and brain the time to learn to communicate. Because if you eat too much, oh my goodness, it is a miserable feeling. And you can get to that point where you do need to throw up. And we don't want anybody to get to that point. So that is when I suggest that you just really try to concentrate on getting a trick that I use, because we're very visual in our eating. So instead of using a big dinner plate, what I recommend is getting one of those small saucer plates. Or, we tend to use paper plates at my house because who wants to do dishes after you eat, a meal? So what you do is you get one of the smaller plates. And what you do is you just get like a little, a tablespoon or a small scoop of what you like, and you put that on your plate. And then you eat slow, and it really does make you feel like you're still participating in the family, you're still visually, you have a lot of food on your plate, and don't go back for seconds. So that really does help with the holidays. Okay, that's how I've kind of learned to get through the holidays. And yes, I'm still going to have pumpkin pie because that's absolutely one of my favorites. So you really just have to learn to pay attention, and you just really have to go slow. So that's how I get through the holidays. Okay, so then Brian says it helps him cut back on the portions to eat one portion and then rest. And that's where the talking a lot comes in also. Or, yeah, just eat one and then taking a break. Or just kind of figure out you. And then, you know what, the other thing, I just posted this video last night because I saw this trend that's happening on TikTok, is don't worry about what everybody else thinks. Because you know what, you're not doing this for them, you're actually doing this for yourself. And who cares what they think? Because it's your body and you're doing this for you. So do it for you and don't worry about them, because it's none of their business. So do this for you and make yourself feel better. And that is all you're doing this for. And you know what? If they are going to shame you for taking care of yourself, then, you need to reconsider who you're hanging out with, to be honest with you. So that's, a side note there. Okay, the third way that this is getting rid of insulin resistance. So what is happening is these medications work on insulin resistance. It's going to make your insulin work better, therefore getting your blood sugars and making your sugar in your body function better and getting it out of your system and not holding it in your system as long. So that's really important. So those are the three ways that it works. Okay. So all of you that are currently on here, please follow me. And please follow my other page also, which is Recrea Health, because I do have two accounts. I haven't been going live on my other account very much because I have been getting in trouble and I have to protect it. But I do go live on this account. And everybody, please share my account as well. Share my lives. I really do appreciate that. And thank you very much. Okay, so then side effects. So what we see a lot of times, the most common side effects are nausea, and we see constipation. So I'm a person that if there's going to be any kind of side effects, it is going to happen to me. So what I so I ask people, do you typically get nausea? Because if you typically get nausea, I will address that here in a minute, Leslie, the itchy injection site. So if you typically get nausea, I will make sure that you have Zofran, because if you have that nausea before you start these, there's a good chance that you're going to have nausea. So what you have to do is make sure you go up in dose slowly, and then always have Zofran, and always watch what you eat. So day of injection, avoid any simple carbs. And I'll talk about the simple carbs here in a second. So avoid those simple carbs because they will cause the nausea as well. Avoid fried fatty foods. They are the enemy when you're on these. You just need to stay away. Plus, they're just not good for you anyways. And then you need that Zofran. Ginger is really good as well to help with the nausea. I am waiting for a sample that I have ordered that's supposed to help with the stomach. The other thing is digestive enzymes, and I did not bring them in here. I have a lot of videos on Zenwise, Zenwise. They're on my other page, which is Recrea Health, and they are amazing. They have probiotics and they have digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes are amazing because what happens with GLPs is they slow down your digestion. So when you slow down your digestion, the food sits in your stomach. So when the food sits in your stomach, it makes it so that you feel bloated. A lot of times, or you may feel nauseous, or you feel like sour stomach, things like that. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that you are getting that food moving through your stomach better. And that's where the digestive enzymes come in. That's where the Zenwise works. Okay, so somebody asked about itchy injection site. Typically, and Leslie, I need to know, are you on name brand or are you on compound, and what is it compounded with? So Leslie, can you please put that in the comments for me? And then everybody, can you please share my live, and can you please follow my Recrea Wellness page, and can you please follow my Recrea Health page? Leslie, if you're still here, can you please put in the comments? Okay, so you're on name brand. So if you're on name brand, a lot of times it is all of them, honestly, if it's compound or name brand, a lot of times what it is what it's mixed with that's causing the issue. So if it's name brand and the insurance is paying for it, this is more difficult to do. So Leslie, my first recommendation is to stop using the alcohol pads, because sometimes, a lot of times, if you have itchy, red, splotchy, it is the alcohol pads. Oh, your self-pay. Ooh, okay. Try the alcohol pads first. Is it compound or name brand? I'm assuming since you put Z on there that it's name brand. But first of all, I would say the alcohol pads. I'm sorry if that's really loud. I'm just shaking my water. Okay, so it is name brand. So what I would recommend is the alcohol pads, and then the name brands have a lot of preservatives. And a lot of times, so if the alcohol pad, you get rid of that and you still have the problem, then it is one of the preservatives that's in it that's causing the problem. So then you're kind of going to have to make the decision, do you continue with the name brand or do you switch over to compound? Because if it's one of the preservatives and you're doing name brand, you can't really change that up. You can't get rid of the preservatives that's in it, because you can't. So then I would recommend changing, because what we do, I've had a couple people in my practice that have had issues with the B12. And what we do is we switch it to B6, and then the itching goes away. I had one lady, she was very, very sensitive to the B12, and she actually welted, and we were able to get rid of it. So compound doesn't have additives. What they do is they have B12 and that's it, or they have B6 and that's it. But if you actually look on your packaging that it comes in, or on the pen that it comes with, Leslie, it has several ingredients. Those are your preservatives. That's why it can stay on the shelf longer. So when you get compounded, a lot of the compounded will only stay on the shelf for like 30, maybe 60 days. Some of the compounded, like if it comes from a 503B pharmacy, can actually stay on the shelf like 6 months to a year. It might have a few more preservatives in it. But most of the compounded from like a 503A pharmacy is like 30 days, maybe 60 days, but usually 30 days. And they typically only have like one ingredient, and that's the B12 or the B6. So that's the difference. Okay, so yes. So Linola, so she's gonna start somewhere and it's S and it probably is compounded. And yes, everybody always ask. Always ask. Okay. Ask if it's compounded. Okay, here are the questions you need to ask. Okay. This is extremely important. Okay. And I've actually put a video up on the Recrea Health page on this. You have to ask these questions. Is it US made? You need to see the vial, or you need to see the syringe with the label on it, because we do pre-filled syringes at my clinic. Okay. But it's going to come with a label on it. It will have a prescription. You should not be sent home with syringes that don't have a prescription or a label. That is actually very shady. Okay. Actually, I don't even know if that's allowed anymore. In Ohio, it's not allowed, and I'm in Ohio. We are not allowed to send you home with a syringe outside of my clinic. Okay. The other thing, is it a US based pharmacy? Is it from a pharmacy that's FDA regulated? What is it mixed with? Okay, extremely important to know that. So there's multiple different versions. So you want to know what is it mixed with. Okay, so that is really important as well. Here's I think the most important question to ask. What is the concentration? So I have a video on the Recrea Health page, and I couldn't get this video to go over to the Recrea Wellness, so you have to actually go over to the Recrea Health page. It's scroll down a little bit. It's orange and black. And it's what do I need to know before I start? And you need to look at that video because it's extremely important that you look at that video, and it's on TikTok. So look at that video, and what it's going to do is it's going to explain the concentrations to you. It's going to explain, because a lot of, usually I wouldn't think this is so much in the med spas because they are regulated by their state boards. Most of them, not all of them have had the pharmacies come in and check on them yet, but most of them have. But what you want to do is you need to know your concentration. You need to look at the labels. You need to know what it's mixed with. Those are the three very most important things, okay? So if you still have questions, DM us. We do free consultations, everybody. Our prices are S is $2.99. There's no memberships. There's no contracts. And honestly, in my opinion, you shouldn't have to pay any of that. Okay. I was on my way into my clinic today, and we have a local dermatologist, big local dermatologist. And I was listening to their commercial, and they were doing Black Friday sales. And they were talking about, oh, if you have a membership, your Botox is $9 a unit. If you sign up for a membership, it's, going to be this price. Our normal price is $15 per unit. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, we don't do any memberships, no contracts, no cancellation fees, none of that stuff. And it blew my mind. My Botox, regardless of price, is always $10 a unit. So if you don't have a membership, you're paying $15 a unit. How much is their membership? And their membership is only going to save you $1 a unit. If you come to me, it's always $10 a unit. So it's kind of the same thing if you're looking at these GLPs everywhere else, and you're doing memberships in contracts and cancellation fees and all of these things. Or, you start out at a lower dose and then you increase, but the lower dose is this price, but as you go up, it's going to be an increased price. So our prices are always the same. But our consultation is always free. So that's why I highly recommend that you ask a lot of questions. Everywhere you go, ask questions. And then if you're not comfortable with the answers that you get, don't go there. You know, it's your prerogative, it's your right. And it's your right to always know what you're getting. Okay, I started a calorie deficit to L, but I'm getting headaches and nausea. You might be in too much of a calorie deficit because you should never be below 1200. And just so you know, I've been doing this for 4 years now, personally and prescribing. And I have had a lot of people. Plus, I do these lives like 3 to 4 times a week. I've had thousands of people come through these lives, and I have had just exposed in my clinic to hundreds and hundreds of people. So, in my experience with my scale that we have, calorie deficit should never be under 1200 for men and women. I don't care what your age is. I don't care how tall you are. I don't care what your activity level is. If you're a vegetable laying in a bed, your calorie deficit should never be under 1200 calories. Could be at 1200 calories, but never under 1200 calories. Okay. It's really, really, really important that you understand that. Never under 1200 calories. Okay. So women are typically 13 to 1400 calories. Guys, depending on height and muscles and size, women as well, but guys are typically 16 to 1800 calories. Okay. So you might be getting headaches because you're dehydrated. You might be getting headaches because you're not getting enough protein. You might be getting headaches and nausea for all of those same reasons, but your blood sugar could be dropping. You could be because your blood pressure is dropping, your heart rate's dropping. So I would recommend that you talk to your provider and have them evaluate you and figure out what's going on. They could check your blood work. We can check your blood work for $199, and that's in 47 states. So we can definitely, help you figure out what's going on. You could do a free consultation with us, and we can definitely help you with that. Should I change up location of my shot? Yes. I've been doing my belly for 4 years now, and I just alternate around sides, just 2 inches outside of your belly button. You can go all the way over to your love handles if you want, but yes, you should definitely change up your site. Some people will go as far as their arms, their legs, outer thighs, and then I though like to do my belly because I feel it's the most effective area. If you get side effects, you can go to your arm or legs. But I have found that when I do my belly, it gives me the best results. But if you want to find out other places, then you can try them and see how you feel with them. It's completely and totally up to you. All right. Yes, compound pharmacies are FDA regulated. They are FDA regulated. If they have to be. And if you are with one that is not FDA regulated, then that's a problem. So the one that I use a bunch of numbers, is FDA regulated. So I will not use one that is not FDA regulated. So your gray market pharmacies, they are not FDA regulated. Okay. So the gray market is not FDA regulated. You have to use a compound pharmacy that is FDA regulated. Me, as a nurse practitioner in the United States, and I have multiple state license, but I have a federal, a license for the whole, AAMP is my national registration. I have to use a pharmacy that is FDA regulated. Okay. So the pharmacy that I use is definitely 100% FDA regulated. All right. So it's extremely important. So hello, Lonella in Texas. Good to see you. Howdy. Howdy, y'all. I gotta ask. Yeah, I think I said that right. Toyin, I think. Oh, I said hello to you before. So my pharmacy is out of New Jersey. I don't ever want to say their name on live just because I just like to keep it. And I could tell you and I have been talking DM, so you can definitely. And actually, I think we were talking on. I think you texted maybe. I don't know. All right, 50C, Lori. What can you do when you get sulfur burps? Veronica, can you bring in the Zenwise? The three bottles. I keep forgetting. Huh? All three of them. Um, so there's a product that's actually on my Recrea Health page. It's called Zenwise, Zenwise. So Zenwise has digestive enzymes. So first of all, with the sulfur burps, you have to figure out what in the world you ate to cause the sulfur burps. So the sulfur burps are annoying and disgusting, and they usually clean a room. I had them the other day. Oh, I forget what I ate. Oh man, I forget what I ate. They're terrible. And it's really great when multiple people in your family get them. And then you have, like, my husband and I have got them before together because he's been on these as well, on the GLPs. And the bedroom is absolutely disgusting and we have to have all the fans on. Yeah, windows open. It's gross. So Zenwise actually has 3 different products, okay? And you can't really see them. So I'm going to show you each of these because they're fantastic. So this one is women's probiotic with digestive enzymes. I'm gonna have to tilde it, and I know it's backwards. I'm sorry, but this one is for women. Has the probiotics, it has digestive enzymes, and it has girly health. Okay, you take one before you eat, and it's really good because if you have the sulfur bursts, what's happening is the food's sitting in your stomach and it's not moving through. So that's what this is for. So this is really good because it helps move that food through. Okay. So if you feel just bloated and just like oh no, this one's just digest. This is the no bloat. Okay, sorry about that. So this one is Zenwise no bloat. So this one is just for, you just have that bloating, you digestive enzymes. It has the probiotics and the digestive enzymes as well without the girly health. So the guys and the ladies can use this one. Okay. So this one is really good as well. And it is just digestive enzymes and a little bit of probiotics. Um, yeah, and it is immediate. So it's really nice to have because it's you have, the feeling like your stomach's sour, you can just take it and it's done. So you don't have to take it before your meals. Now this one is just digestive enzymes and probiotics, and it's for the women and the men. Where the first one was men and women, this one, the no bloat, is more immediate. And then this one is more preventative. So you take it before your meals. And if you notice that you're getting the sour stomach more often and you're like, oh, this is really not good. I don't, I can't stand this. Or you're noticing the food sitting in your stomach. This is one that you want to take more preventative. So it's the probiotics and the digestive enzymes. But men and women can take this one. Okay. So those are all available on my Recrea Health page on TikTok. And they're having Black Friday sales. So, and I just posted, I think I posted them yesterday, but they're all on my Recrea Health page and they're all super inexpensive right now. So I would highly recommend going over there and looking. But sulfur burps are horrible. And so I would highly recommend going over there. All of the stuff that I post on the Recrea Health page are supportive of the GLPs and hormones. So they're all wonderful products. And I've actually tried them, or somebody else in my family has tried them, because if it's for a guy, I didn't try them, I promise. One of my other favorites is Leafar, Leefar, but it doesn't really help with the sulfur burps. It's just more of for the bowels. All of the Zenwise help with the bowels as well because they have the probiotics. But the Leafar, I love gummies. So I'm all about taking the gummies, and Leafar is a gummy. So it helps with it has the probiotics as well as slippery elm, which helps for the females. So if you're looking for something to help with like any, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the V word on here, but girly health, it helps with dryness. And it is phenomenal. I have had ladies, because I do a lot of hormones here on my clinic, and I've had ladies with a lot of dryness, and so we use it for the dryness, but then it also bonus is for the bowels, and they are very pleased with the fact that it helps with the dryness and of course the bowels. But Leafar, Leefar, and it's in a pink bottle with yellow writing, and it actually tastes really good. And then so I don't know if any of you on here have issues with your bowels, but the bowels are really, really important with these. I tell everybody you need to have a bowel movement every single day. Okay, extremely important. Can everybody please share this live? There's about 18 of you on here right now, but sharing really does help. Sharing is caring. I know, right? Corny as all get out. But if you could please share my live, and if you could continue to hit the hearts, that would be fantastic as well. But if you could please share this, and please follow both of my pages. So my Recrea Health page as well as my Recrea Wellness. I would really appreciate. Miss VG is on here. Hello, Miss VG. I love seeing you when you get on here. I don't know why your name always pops up too. It's like always one of those names that I see. So it's just super cool to see you. Good morning. I don't know. I think I'm just going to have to come to Chicago, which is actually a state, and see you. All right. So bowels, extremely important. So you always want to make sure that you are moving your bowels. So every day. And what I do is I take my Metamucil gummies, and I'm actually almost out of those. I'm going to switch to the Mara Fiber because everybody's been saying they taste great and they work really well. And they actually have more fiber than the Metamucil gummies. So I'm going to give them a try because I'm all about trying everything before I tell you guys to try them. But a lot of the people on the lives have been telling me that they are better, or they taste good. So I'm going to give them a try this next round. Then I take the Leaf Air because I love gummies. Zenwise does not come as a gummy, so but I do have them. So I do actually take the No Bloat when my stomach is kind of acting up. I will take the No Bloat. So I do take the Zenwise, and I have tried the Zenwise, but I like gummies. And then I take the magnesium 14 in 1. Now, what's super cool about the magnesium 14 in 1, first of all, it has the mag citrate in it. It has all the mag 07 in it. And then it has some bonus in it as well. So that is why I like the magnesium 14 in 1. And there's these awesome sales going on TikTok right now for Black Friday. So, oh, Miss VG has tried the Zenwise for women. So she's done this one, Miss VG. If I can get it to look, is this the one you're talking about? Because these, I am not joking. These are actually really good. And I have been putting up products now on my page. Yes, she said this one is the one that she's tried, and she said it's a game changer. So I have been putting up products. This is just a weird me thing right now, but I've been putting up products now on TikTok. I want to say probably 3 or 4 months now. And I did I just had the first company reach out on one of my videos and was like, hey, we really like your content. Good job. And it was Zenwise. So I was like super proud of that. And then they shared my videos. They shared like 2 or 3 of my videos, which was like super cool to me. I'm like, that's pretty cool. So Zenwise, though, is a really good product. I seriously do like it. And I've had quite a few comments like Miss VG, people feedback saying, hey, I really do like this one. So I really do think it's a great product. The other thing is, if you would rather drink your protein, your probiotics, and your fiber, I just found it's called Done, DONE. It's seriously about this big. And I figure, you know what? I can drink anything that's about this big, and it's not very much. It doesn't taste bad. It actually doesn't have a whole lot of taste at all. But it's fiber, probiotics, and 20 grams of protein, and it's Done, DONE. And it's actually has all of that in it. And I was like, oh, this is pretty good. And it went down pretty smooth. And it was just like 3 gulps and gone. So, I mean, that's something you might want to give a try to. They had different flavors. I did strawberry, and it wasn't overbearing in taste. It was smooth, and I like, okay, I can do this. So I'm very weird on textures, and yeah. So I would, if you guys want to give that a try, it might be something, because hey, I'm all about whatever's easy, get me through my day, but get me my protein, get me my fiber, and yeah, yes, actually the amino acids. I actually just posted those on my page yesterday, Mrs. VG. They are phenomenal. And I've heard a lot about them. I actually have my marketing guy is a vegetarian and he has a really hard time getting his protein. And so he had started them, I want to say like a month ago. And we've been watching him on our really cool scale that we have in our office. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get these and I'm going to try them out. But we've been watching his muscle development. Yeah, he works out, not hard, but he does work out. He's a pretty fit guy. But he actually has been doing them for a month. And we did see his muscle development go up over the last month. And he's been taking those and you have to do 5 capsules and they are really good. They can help you get 29 grams of 5 tablets, tablets. They're tablets. You take 5 tablets a day can equal 29 grams of protein. So, and then, so those aminos, and they're a little bit pricey, but they are on Black Friday sale right now. So, right now might be a good time to try them. So, if you're having a hard time getting your protein, that is huge but amino acids are your beginning building blocks for your protein. So, if you're going to take amino acids, and especially if you're going to go to the gym, even if it's just, a light workout, or if you're at home and you're just doing a simple workout, building, just like light weights or something like that. Amino acids are really important, especially if you're going to put them in with some protein, because what you're going to do is you're going to help build that muscle. And we did actually see that on his scale. So it is a really good idea to try those. And with them being a little bit less expensive right now because of Black Friday, I would highly recommend giving them a try. But I did just post a video yesterday on the amino acids on my Recrea Health page. So, I would say give it a try. And then that done, because, like these drinks, like these, that's a lot. You have to drink a lot of this to get 20 grams of protein. But I'm serious, that done is like this much compared to this whole, how many ounces is this thing? This is 16.9. So it was less, maybe half of this. So it's just a really small amount, but you're getting your fiber, your protein, and your probiotics. So, you combine that with your amino acids, that's a pretty cool deal because it's hard. I'm usually pretty good about getting my protein, but there's some days, that I'm like, ugh, I don't want to do it, So, yeah, I think it's a great deal. Sorry, I dropped a pill. I don't want the puppy to get it. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to go off screen there. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I really do. But I'm not going to lie, they are a little bit on the pricey side. But if you can get your protein with that, not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. Sorry about that. Forgot I had to take my vitamins. But yeah, thank you for asking about that, Mrs. VG. But they are on my Recrea Health page. Miss VG, do you follow my Recrea Health page? I don't know. Do all of you follow my Recrea Health page? Just curious. Because I've noticed here lately, I haven't been getting a lot of, okay, good. Okay. Yeah, because you really need to follow both pages. Oh, Miss VG, I love you. Thank you. You are always giving me those gifts. You are just fantastic. You are such a wonderful, wonderful person. I don't know if you guys know, but Miss VG knows that when you give the gifts, they really do help us creators on TikTok because they help us really in the fact that it gives us more clout on TikTok and it helps us boost out. And I got in trouble over the weekend. I think it was Saturday on my other page. Again, I'm always getting in trouble over there. And the thing is, I haven't been on TikTok terribly long, so I don't really understand TikTok a lot. So I put up a video and I didn't clearly put under like state the product. So I didn't have a picture of the product in the videos, essentially what it came down to. And they gave me 2 points. They took away 2 points. I'm like, doggone it. So then they stopped posting or boosting my videos for me, which is silly, but whatever. Yeah, and all I'm here is, the ones that don't know me very well, is all I'm here is really just to teach and educate about the GLPs. My goal is to keep people safe. I really just want to keep people safe. And, because I've been on them for 4 years, I've been, trying to teach and educate. You can definitely get your products from us, absolutely 100%. But I really just truly want to keep people safe. We do free consultations. It really honestly is a free consultation. And we don't do any contracts. We don't do membership fees. We don't do cancellation fees. But if you want to purchase from us, you are more than welcome to. And really, that is honestly, I'm a nurse practitioner. I live in Ohio. I have a clinic in Ohio. We service 47 states. And I love doing this. I really do love doing this. All right. So everybody that's on here, okay, why is my S clear and not red? Because it's mixed with something other than B12. I am in Medina, Ohio. Are you in Ohio? Peace for real? Yeah, I am in Medina, Ohio. We are a little bit south of Cleveland and west of Akron. So I actually live in Norton. Um, you're in, does that mean Columbus? COLS? I don't, um, I don't know what. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, one of our sons lives in Columbus. He lives just outside of Polaris, west of Polaris. I don't know actually what suburb he's in, but yeah, he's just a little bit west of Polaris. But yeah, so we're in Medina. So we're actually, if I drive really fast, an hour and 15 minutes. I can get to his house an hour and 30, I would say, because once you get off of the Polaris exit, then you just might not get there very quick. But yeah, so we actually service 47 states. So we can go almost anywhere. I have a physician that I work with that has a 50-state license, and we do telehealth, and it's absolutely amazing. I absolutely love what I do. That's me in the background. And I have been able to maintain now for almost 2 years. I've been fighting with the same 3 forever now. And I just, yeah, it's what it is. P says, I'm so tired of the yo-yo. Done the yo-yo forever, and then I finally broke it because I was a huge yo-yoer. Elling slow up and down on dosing because of the side effects. Okay, and you're on T. So I do a lot of S in my practice, a ton of S, and let me tell you why. S and T are one molecule different. One molecule, everybody. And here is why I do a lot of S. S is often, I can control the side effects and I can control the L just as well as I can on T. I actually tend to have more side effects on T. I'm currently on T, but I did it because I wanted to try and give it another try because I want to fully understand it before I just say, you know what, I don't like it. But I'm on it again, and I've been on it now 3 months. So okay, Peace, I could DM me because I could definitely try to help you. So S might be what you need. Oh, S never stopped the food noise. Okay, so we might do T. But here's the thing. Often with the teaching and educating and getting some other things situated in, the my actual consultation that I do, a lot of times it is the simple carbs, it's the protein, the amount of protein, the hydration, it's getting the complex carbs put in the right place, doing those things the right way, and the side effects that you are experiencing. So if we could try to get those things in there, menopause can be a problem as well. So we can actually help with that. We can get some labs done. We can do some other things for that, and we can actually, I think I can help you, Peace. So redeem me, and we could definitely help you, especially if you came into the clinic once every 3 to 4 months. We could definitely help you. So there is a lot of amazing things, options, and things that we can do for you, because we really, really want to be able to help you out with all of that. So I have probably a oh no, I still have a long ways to go. So yeah, please just reach out. We can definitely take care of you. So do you guys have any other questions? I had a question. I did a couple videos on this, but what is your favorite Thanksgiving food? What do you guys really, really like for Thanksgiving? And are you afraid to eat it, or do you think you're going to be okay eating it? And do you think you can eat it in moderation? Because I think that's a lot of people's concerns is, are you going to be able to enjoy it, or do you think you're going to get sick, or what are your thoughts on that? Is anybody willing to share? Okay, Mr. Frank has a question. What's your question, Frank? I'll hope I have an answer. So while we're waiting for Frank's question, Frank usually has questions about hormones or something like that, or vitamins. So we'll wait for Frank to ask his question. But so I am going tomorrow, and I am going to be baking. I think we're baking 6 pies. We will start the sweet potatoes. We will start the stuffing. We use my grandfather's stuffing recipe. So Miss VG says mashed potatoes and potatoes kind of wreck my gut now. Maybe double on the Zenwise Thursday. Hey, you know what? Do the Zenwise in the morning and eat something light, something like a protein shake or something in the morning, and then before you eat, yeah, definitely get a digestive enzyme before you eat the meal, the actual big meal. Definitely would help. I don't know if you guys ordered Zenwise. I should have thought of this last week, Miss VG. I should have had everybody order Zenwise last week. Darn it. You just gave me a great idea, but now it's too late. But if you get your Zenwise and you have it before Thursday, that would have been a great idea. Frank's asking, what time are you in today? I am here until 6 today, Frank. So we're here until 6. So if Ashley wants to come and get them, she is more than welcome to. I told you it'd be about vitamins. Um, yeah, but we're here till 6 today, Frank. So she can come on in. So yeah, that is a great idea, Miss VG. Take your digestive enzymes before you eat. Don't overeat, because if you overeat, you're going to be miserable. So you definitely want to make sure that you don't overeat on Thanksgiving. I will probably end up not eating the dinner because I'll be sampling the whole day through, trying to make sure it all tastes great for everybody. And I'm excited. I'm not cooking the turkey this year. My daughter's boyfriend is actually air frying the turkey. That should be pretty interesting. But my daughter had it last year, and she said it was absolutely phenomenal. And so, hey, I guess that's like the a healthy way to have it. But so we're gonna have an air fried turkey. Never had it that way before, but okay, I guess we're gonna try something new. But how do you cook stuffing if you don't put it in the turkey? I've never done that before, so we're gonna try something new. And I will be having pumpkin pie. So I absolutely love the pumpkin pie. That's one of my most favorite things in the world. So I will be partaking of the pumpkin pie. And my mom will have an absolute fit if I make it with anything other than real sugar, which she's on a GLP too, but I guess we're just going to have to deal with it. But I had a piece, Bob Evans, a piece of theirs, which was not very good, by the way. Let you know that it was very spicy, but, and it didn't make me sick. Do simple carbs make any of you sick? Because simple carbs can really wreck me. There are certain, like a Twizzler messes me up. But then if I have, like the pumpkin pie the other day, didn't mess with me at all. But does anybody else have any issues with simple carbs at all when they're on their GLPs? Because they really bother me. But like I said, my stomach is super sensitive, and it really likes to bother me a lot of times. So I definitely have problems. You guys just aren't very chatty today. Um, I don't, why aren't you guys chatty? I need you to be chatty. So what we do, if anybody's interested for hormones, is we can do blood work throughout 47 states. White bread, yeah, white bread, I can't do it. User, well, hello, user, a bunch of numbers. Hello to you as well. Yes, I don't actually do white bread at all, but it doesn't really bother me. I just choose not to because of the calories. It doesn't bother me. I just don't want it because of the calories. I very, very rarely will eat white bread. Actually, I very rarely will eat bread at all. Uh, very rarely. Although I did find at one of our little local diners has sourdough toast, and it's phenomenal. And I will partake of that every now and then, like maybe once every other month, and it's really good. Uh, okay, so user bunch of numbers just did their first shot on tea on Saturday. Welcome to the family. It's fantastic. And it is a welcoming, it's an amazing thing. Make sure you watch my pinned videos, but also use a bunch of numbers. Make sure you go to my Recrea Wellness account and Recrea Health account and follow me on there as well, because I do a lot of videos and I have a lot of products that support this journey. And welcome to the family. And if you ever need me, make sure you DM me, because I have been doing this for 4 years. I've been on it for 4 years, and I've been prescribing it 4 years. Peace for real. I had have blood work completed every 6 months. Had bypass 7 years ago, and have to watch iron levels. Peace for real. Did they check your testosterone, your estradiol? And if they did, then I can tell you where your hormone levels are. A lot of times, though, they don't check the testosterone levels. And if you've had the bypass, that can explain a lot of your side effects, and that can explain the food noise as well. And I can help you. I've had quite a few people on my program that have had bypass, and we do really, really well. We do HRT, but if you haven't had your testosterone levels checked, a lot of times places don't check that testosterone level, and that's where we need to check that testosterone level, because a lot of places, a lot of your GYNs, a lot of just your primary cares and things like that, they'll check your hormones, estrogen, maybe progesterone if you're lucky. They'll check your FSH, but they won't check your testosterone level. And actually, very surprisingly, women need that testosterone. We need it. And once a lot of our issues, a lot of our symptoms come from our testosterone levels not being where they need to be. And once we correct those, we feel so much better. And we build muscle, we sleep better, we just feel better. Oh my goodness. Hello, Carol. It's good to see you. I think about you every day, and it's always like really late or really early, and I don't give you a call. I miss you, Carol. Um, okay, so you are on HRT. Are you on testosterone? Peace for real. Um, Okay. Oh, okay. Good. 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 They do have you on that. Perfect. Beautiful. That's fantastic. That's really important that they have you on that. It looks like you have some other things going on as well. So I'm glad that they're doing that stuff for you, because it's really, really, really important. Yeah. So I'm glad that you're going to the right person that's actually listening to you, and they seem like they're actually trying to help you with that. But definitely reach out, because I can help you with that GLP. I'd be more than happy to help you with any of that stuff. And, we could definitely go there for you. Okay. Does anybody else have any other comments or questions? Could everybody please share my live? And can you guys please follow me? I would really appreciate that. And thank you so much for being here. And I want everybody to have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I really do appreciate it. Oh, you're on cream. Okay. And are they checking your levels every 6 months? I'd be interested to see what your levels have went up to since you've been on those, because I have found out just some of the creams that I've done that people aren't always doing. The levels aren't increasing enough on creams. Sometimes you need to do the pellets. So that might be something we talk about. I am at 10, but I didn't lose any. Yes, that is sometimes common. So, Jessica, I would recommend that you look at your bottle or your vial and tell me what concentration you are on. And are you on, I'm assuming you're on T. So I need to know which concentration, because the concentration does really give me a big, it gives me a good idea of, well, yeah, you're on dose 10 on dose. Is that 10 milligrams or 10 units? Because that really helps. Are you able to help me with hormones? Being, yes, I can help you, Miss VG, with hormones in Chicago. I'm on pellets and I love them too. User bunch of numbers. Pellets are 100% the way to go. I remember it was 100. Yeah, the bacteria stack water doesn't help me. It's so it I need to know. So when you're looking at your medications, your GLPs, I have to know, is it the 10 milligrams in 1 ml, or 10 milligrams in 2 ml, or is it 20 milligrams in 1 ml, or, because that is the concentration. Because if, okay, I think I'm confusing you, Jessica. How do you feel about splitting? I am not a fan of splitting, but some people do like it because they helps with the side effects. It helps with the hunger at the end of the week. So there are some people that like doing that. It's individual and it's up to you. So if it makes you feel better and it feels like you are elling better with it that way, then go ahead and give it a try. I'm not a fan of it. I think out of close to 500 people in our clinic, we have 2 people that do it. Not a huge fan. So Jessica, what I would say is keep my information, follow me, and when you have your vial, take a picture of it and then DM that to me, because I need to know. I'm thinking it's 10 milligrams slash 1 ml, or 10 milligrams slash something, and I need to know what that is, and then I can tell you how that's going to work. I get too tired and fatigued with full dose. Then that might be what's happening, is you are not, you need to get your vitamins. You need to get your B vitamins. You need to get a good supporting multivitamin, because if you're getting fatigued, you're not getting enough of something. You might not getting enough calories, you might not be getting enough protein, hydration, electrolytes. So you need to make sure that you're getting enough of those things. So women's calories should be 13 to 1400 a day. Your protein should be 100 grams a day. You need to make sure you're getting enough electrolytes, which I usually do 2 packets of Propel a day, and then, or the 10x electrolytes, I really like those as well. And you need to make sure that you're getting 64 to 80 ounces of water a day. And then I do have a multivitamin that's on my page that I really do like, because if you're not getting your multivitamins, then you are not, because you're not eating enough a lot of times. And if you're not eating enough, then you're not getting enough of your nutrition. That can make you fatigued and tired. And I do have a video on my Recrea Health page that's I just did this like within the last few days about fatigue. And it's going to give you a lot of information to help with that fatigue and tired, because it's real. And you need to help yourself figure out how to get rid of that fatigue and tired. And that is what I do recommend, is going over to my Recrea Health page and watching that video, because it really will help you. Yeah, it's really important. Mitocore multivitamin. Oh, yeah. I mean, any vitamin, as long as the one that I posted is a 47 in 1, so it does have 47 vitamins and minerals in it. So, but you need to make sure that you are getting a lot of your vitamins. Frank, till 6. Um, yeah, we're here till 6 today, Frank. So yeah, just a really good multivitamin. You want to make sure you're getting your B vitamins. A B complex is good. B12 is good. But also, Peace, you need to make sure that you are getting your B12 levels checked, because if you have had gastric bypass, you might not be absorbing your vitamins very well. And that might be something that you need, like a liquid vitamin or a gummy vitamin, to make sure that your body is breaking them down easier. So I would make sure that your vitamin is something that is going to work with your gastric bypass, because you want to make sure that it's breaking down sufficiently in your gut so that you're absorbing it properly. Because anytime you've had gastric bypass, the big vitamins might not break down as well. Okay, B12 way too high, had to go off the supplement. How long have you been off? Because that might be something that might be low now, because it will fluctuate and your body will dump it, and then you might need to get put back on it. So that's something, if you've been off of it for more than like 2 months, you might need to go back on it, because your body could have already gotten rid of all of it. So that's something, we check it about after 60 days. We're going to check it again to see where your level is, because we may have to put you back on it. Okay, so the bottle says 10 milligram. It came in a form of powder. Oh, okay, Jessica. Okay, if you didn't use the whole, all right, then I have no idea of knowing what your concentration is. Because if you didn't use the whole bottle to mix it, there's no way of knowing what you actually have. So I can't help you. Yeah, I can't help. So hang on a minute. I gotta go back up here and look at your question. Um, are you're getting? Hold on a minute, everybody. All right, Jessica. I do not take insurance. I gave up because insurance was a real pain in the butt there for a long time. Um, so Jessica, we don't mix. We send you pre-filled syringes. And I'm guessing if you're mixing it yourself, I haven't had anybody ever have any good luck with any of the pharmacies that are sending you stuff that you have to mix. Um, I haven't had anybody have any luck with any of those pharmacies, and I know for the most of it, for the it's less expensive, and that's why a lot of people use it. Um, and I honestly don't have any idea of what concentration you have. So I really can't help you. I'm sorry. Ours is $2.99 for S and $4.50 for T. So I really don't know how to help you. I'm sorry. But yeah, people have told me often that it just doesn't work as well when you have to mix it yourself. And yeah, and so I can't help you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jessica. If you want to DM me, I can try to help you, but yeah, from my experience, it's not the best when you have to mix it yourself. And I actually do have a sample of it here that one of my patients gave me that switched over. And they ended up switching to me because they weren't having any results with what they were getting when they were mixing it. It is so confusing. Yeah, DM me, please, and I'll try to help you a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, it's really, you guys have to be careful. You really, and it's so scary, and so some of these pharmacies are so shady, and it just scares me, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I really, really just want to make sure that I'm teaching and educating you guys, because it's scary out there. It's really, really, there are so many places you can buy this stuff from, and I just want to make sure that you're safe. So just make sure that you are watching, following me on both pages, Recrea Health and Recrea Wellness, and just know that I'm always here for you. And just know that I am, you can always DM us. Sorry, I have hiccups now. And
gonna lie, I have hiccups. I'm only drinking water. I swear, that's all that's in my cup is water. Um, didn't hit the sauce yet this morning. Actually, I never do. I can't stand the stuff. But yeah. So definitely, if you need anything at all, just please reach out to us. And I think I don't know if I'm gonna get on here tomorrow. We are having a half day tomorrow, but tomorrow is pie making day. And my daughter moved into this house with this big, beautiful two-sided oven, and I'm super excited that I get to go over there and use it. It's like super exciting. I'm kind of bummed though, we're not making the turkey in it. Yeah, I'm really not happy about that, but that's okay. The maybe future son-in-law is going to air fry the turkey. Yeah, yeah. All right. So, does anybody have any other questions? Uh, and oh, you know what? I wanted to say if you guys ever have any ideas of videos that you need me to do or any research that you think I need to do to put the information out there, I would love for you to let me know because I would be more than happy to do that. Can you use the treatment Encella on GLP? I honestly don't know what that is. So let me look that up here real quick. Mcella. I'm assuming yes, you can. Let me see. I would say yes. Yes. I would say yes, you can. The only thing that you can't use with GLPs would be you wouldn't want if you have had medullary thyroid cancer or if anybody in your family has thyroid medullary cancer, if you've had pancreatitis, you don't want to use this. One thing that I did find very interesting with Z is, and this came from the commercial, was that you can't use, I will do that, yes, use your bunch of numbers. You can't, if you have had um, if you have had one, and I'll answer that here in a second, 2019. If you have had, if you have depression or suicidal thoughts and you go on these, it can make that worse. So you need to make sure that you are being very careful with that. Any kind of, and I'm not going to say what that is, and in sculpt, I think that's what you mean, but any kind of girly health, yes, you can do that on these. It's not going to cause any problems with that at all. But yes, you can definitely do any of the girly health, any of the girly resculpting. You could do that as well. Any of those things. We always talk about like hormonal health and stuff like that. Absolutely, you can do any of that stuff on these. It's not going to cause any problems at all. Absolutely. And I 100% and I'm a promoter of all of that. Yeah, absolutely. Anything that's going to make you feel good, feel better about yourself, 100%. These are not going to do any problem with that. And the thing is, when you L a lot of W, sometimes you need to do that stuff. I have had multiple skin procedures, and heck yeah, and you have to, because if you look like that person in that picture back there, you are going to have something done because I have lost 100, and so yes, I mean you're going to have to. And so it's okay. You do what you need to do for you and whatever you need to do to make yourself happy. If you're happy and you are okay with whatever you got going on, then you be you. I did it for me. I didn't do it for anybody else. I did it for whatever I felt I needed to for me. And that is what you need to do for you. Now, I almost I was seriously considering doing a facelift, And I actually was very terrified, and I was like, no, I don't want to do that, because as you see, I'm on here very often, I'm in my clinic very often, and I was very concerned, and I was like, no, I don't want to do anything to my face. So I actually found these, and I have these in my clinic. um this, it's called Revision, and I use these on my face, and I started them about 6 months ago. So 6 months ago, my eyelids were on my eyelashes, and we also have a laser here in the office, and I've used that on here, and then the jowls. So this stuff is phenomenal, and it's medication grade. And if you are interested in it, I mean, I definitely would reach out. Okay, somebody asked about hair loss. So this, before I even start, this is my hair. This is what my hair has been since I was young. So I've always naturally had very thin hair. Now, I did get extensions, and the extensions just destroyed my hair. Hello, good morning. The extensions did destroy my hair, but the GLPs themselves don't do anything to your hair. What happens is we change our diet. And if you don't do things when you change your diet, that in itself will mess with your hair. So there are three things that you have to do. First one is protein. Make sure, women, you get 100 grams a day. Guys, you're getting a minimum of 120. Then you also need a good collagen. There are multiple different collagens out there. My favorite is this one, Nutrafol. Okay, you can DM me and I can get you the information for this. But Nutrafol is a really good one. It's a marine-based collagen. This one has 10 grams of protein. It also has CoQ10 in it. It has MSM in it. It has a lot of really good things in it as well. Then, if you do start losing, or you're really afraid that you're going to lose, or you're not able to get your protein, then I would start taking the Nutrafol hair vitamins. You take 4 of these a day. And I did do this, and I did just grow some more like hair follicles, and I did get more hair. So these are wonderful as well. So you do 4 of these a day, and they really do work. And both the Nutrafol are dermatologist recommended. So, and Nutrafol is 210 for 3 months through us, and we can ship it to you. So you just need to DM, and I can help you with that. And the collagen is 45, and that's for a 30-day supply. But most places are like 275, 250 for the Nutrafol hair vitamins for the 3 months. So a lot of places are a lot more expensive than us. But we would be more than happy to ship it to you. You just need to DM. Okay. Um. Yeah. Oh, you did the HCG. Okay, but the HCG is typically a 30-day and then another 30-day, but it's a high protein diet. So typically, if you're doing the protein, you won't have the hair loss. So that is what is really, really important with the protein's the key. You have to get the protein. If you get the protein, you won't have the loss of the hair. And that is like key. And same with like the keto, and there, that is the important. If you get the protein, you're almost always going to be okay. All right, that's what's important about it, is you have to get that protein. So if that's the extremely important part of all of this, is making sure you get the protein. So women 100 grams a day, guys at least 120 grams a day. Okay. So if you do that, you should be good. You should be good to go. All right. Yeah. And then that really is like the super important part, is making sure that you get your protein. I do collagen every day, and the collagen actually does help with your skin and the laxity of your skin as well, and it's going to help you maintain that laxity as you lose. So that's what's important about the collagen, not only for your hair but also for your skin. So you want to make sure you're doing that also. All right, does that help? I hope it does. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna go for about 2 to 3 more minutes. So just to let you know, RS is $2.99, RT is $4.50. We do cover 47 states. We are always available for free consultations. So please follow both of my pages, which is Recrea Health and Recrea Wellness. And if you have any questions ever, please reach out to us. My whole goal in life is just to make sure you guys are safe, make sure that you are taking these meds properly, making sure that you can get them safely. I work with only reputable FDA regulated pharmacies. I make sure that you always have everything that you need. I make sure that you always are safe. Everything that you have is hang on a second. I'm sorry. Making sure that you always have the right things. All of the products